was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gunn here alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Seahawks in this matchup. Well, they're pacing the NFL in passing yardage this season, but a tough test awaits them to stay in that top spot as they face one of the league's best secondaries.
And partner, with how they've played this season, both sides are awfully confident they'll be able to put up big-time numbers. I think this is going to be a very entertaining game just because of that. So let's say it together. Eventually, something's got to give.
So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Seahawks at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. They have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room? He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Adam Humphries. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red. They'll look to throw here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start. He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Their quarterback leading this offense back out, and he's connected on a couple of touchdown passes so far. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He lets it fly for Lockett, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. Out to the right to Humphries. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
First down. Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good. They go play action here on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
He hit on the big one on that last drive. Touchdown pass number 50 on the season. What a year he's put together, and he'll try to build on it here, 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Carson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And some room to work. Again with a juke. 64 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles. Their lead is diminished a little bit here after he threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an...
The ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Able to slither by. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant. 59 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film, that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation you got played. They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They go back to Carson here on second. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson. Now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one time. Now a play fake here on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
So the victory here for Seattle, and a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Seahawks, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0.